Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another pick a card reading. And today's reading is about what do you need to focus on? We're asking ourselves, what do I need to focus on? So there's three choices. If you want to go look at the thumbnail, that will show you which are your choices, but we have three. So there's 1, 2, 3. They don't have any stones or anything attached to them, so just really contemplate. You can X out of this, go look at that thumbnail, and then come right back up and pick your card. Before we begin, make sure that you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also, comment below, tell me if any of this resonates with you. I love to read your comments. Also, that these are general readings, so they might not resonate with you, but again, there are a total of 3 choices, so you can definitely watch all 3 of them to see if something resonates. And guess what? If it doesn't, then it wasn't made for you. Again, these are general readings. Any love or anything that comes up in the readings, if they do today, my default reading is to about a female. It's reading to a female about a male, but pronouns are interchangeable. She's can be he's can be she's, he, she, them, they, whatever applies into your life and in your situation. Also, make sure that you are following me on Instagram. My handle is Witch of Boise, all one word, as well as checking out my website, and that is witchofboise.com, witchofboise, all one word.com. You can join the coven. It is absolutely free. You can see blog postings, forums. If you have questions on tarot, or if you're learning tarot, you can definitely use those forums, and either myself or other people of the coven can definitely help you out with that. So again, witchofboise.com. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start with number 1. So, very interesting how these readings are really cool. So it's what are we needing to focus on? Our first is the medicine card, and it's the frog, number 38, but it was in the reverse. So what that means, and in this deck it's called contrary position. It is recognizing what is mucking up your lily pond, and give yourself time and space to find and see a new viewpoint. So it's kind of looking to see what's going on and why am I in the sludge. So it's really recognizing what my issues are. So that's something to focus on. So for our tarot cards, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Then we have the Hermit in reverse. And then the Queen of Swords upright. Clarifying that 9 of Pentacles is the 2 of Cups. The Hermit in reverse is going to be Death. And then the 5 of Wands in reverse. That's clarifying that Queen of Swords. So it's very interesting energy because I'm getting either I'm getting 2 different aspects, and this is having to do with our single friends as well as our friends that are in relationships. So there's a blockage here of feeling your independence and being on your own and in your oneness. Now, this is going to be blocking this love, this partnership. So if you're single, there is this independence where it's becoming either too independent, or if you're in a relationship, becoming too dependent. And it's time to really reconnect in order to get that independence and your oneness to really form bonds. And this is for the relationship people, to form bonds with yourself and to make yourself more of a one. Because when you're in a relationship, you should never morph into one person. That is losing your own self, losing your own identity. And it just feels like with our singles, that it's becoming too independent. And what that means isn't like you should go be dependent on someone, but it's being actually more welcoming of having help from other people. And that doesn't necessarily mean like another person in a relationship stance. It's getting yourself out there and helping out your community and having your community help you out as well. So it's that just making sure that you're not just a single one. There's many people that are going to lift you up. All right, then we have the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit in the upright is about oneness and finding spirituality. Now, when it's in the reverse, I do feel like it's still that oneness, but it's not, it's being lost. So there's a lost issue that's happening where, again, it's like this frog in reverse energy of there's muck around. There's too much stuff that you can't see through stuff. And that's going to be ending because it's time to really be focusing on what is that sludge? What is happening in that sense? And this is a total emotional instance because also let's go back to that frog. When it is in the upright, that's about cleansing, that's about releasing. So there's something that hasn't been released. So this kind of going off, the Hermit in reverse, where it's going off and wandering into the depths of perhaps your soul, because it is a spiritual finding card, and not being able to light that lantern. It's time to really start to explore those feelings, and you're going to really start to get that light back on to being like, oh, okay, that's why. So it's definitely some emotional work. And again, with this is a very good opportunity to seek out counseling or therapy to help you with this. Then we have the Queen of Swords. This is also like a oneness card. So that's what I'm kind of feeling, where it's like this, maybe where if you're single, you're wondering, why am I still single? Why? I think I'm a good catch. What is my problem? Well, this is the single, kind of cold, straight to the point energy, where it's almost a little bit off-putting in the sense of you are always defensive, that no one can come to you, that no one can approach you because you are always on guard and you're ready to strike anyone that hurts you. So there's obviously there's some hurt that's going on, and really discovering what that root of that hurt is really going to be something that you need to focus on. Now, the Queen of Swords being clarified by that Five of Wands in reverse is that you need to just put that sword down, because there isn't competition. You are a very capable and very strong, independent person. But I think that you feel in the sense that you have to have this, like, you're always on point, like you're always ready to go. There's a defensive mechanism that you're always ready to go if someone's there to hurt you. And guess what? That's just not the case. So it's time to put that sword down and allow people to come in, because again, back to that Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's letting people help you, letting your community help you, letting your tribe, your friends, your family help you. Let them be a part of your life. And it's don't push them away. There's no competition here, and that's the mindset. It's changing and focusing that mindset on, hey, I'm not going to be doing this because I'm worried about someone else trying to get what I have. Well, guess what? They're not you. So you need to stay in your lane, stop focusing on other people, stay in your lane. All right, then we have number 10, Waxing Gibbous 1, and that is discernment. And I have the little booklet right here that I wanted to read. And take care in your choices now. Look carefully and judge wisely. There may be something difficult to see, something that has been obscured, but now it has been revealed to you. Examine it closely. So this is totally the same thing, where there's this issue, and it's time to really look at it. And I think that you've kind of had your head in the sand, and it's time to focus on that and focus on that healing of it. And again, if you're like, I don't know what that is, this is a perfect time and a perfect opportunity to get into a professional counseling or therapy setting, because they have the tools and access to help you guide into what is going on and finding the root of the problem. All right, then we have lake, stillness, and then forest, breath. So another thing to focus on is breathing, is meditation. And I think that that's also going to be helping you find out what this issue is. So making sure that maybe in a morning routine or even at night, doing a meditation and breathing exercises. Oh, I love this card. This is laughter. You need a good laugh. So it's making sure that you're also not taking yourself so seriously. With that Queen of Swords energy, she is very much not a like happy-go-lucky, like fun person. She has business to do and is very straight to the point. Is we're not playing around. We're going to get to the root of whatever's happening and then move on and go to the next thing. So it's making sure that you are laughing and not taking yourself so seriously. Kyanite Blue, letting go. This is letting go of the past, letting go of the crap. What is mogging and murking and clogging up your lily pad for your little frog? What is it? It's time to let it go. Then we have scrying, intuition. And spider, community and web weaving. So we need to focus on our community. So getting yourself out there to doing community work. That can just be volunteer work. That can be also donating items from your home to places that need it. It's really making sure that you are putting effort back into your community, and that's something that you really do need to focus on. And focusing on your intuition. I mean, that is the biggest number one. If you feel a red flag on someone, that's your intuition telling you something. And it's easy to kind of explain it away, but you need to really be trusting your gut on things. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Sedna, which is infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So this is making sure that you are aware that you have everything that you need. And when you get yourself all worked up and starting to worry about, well, what if tomorrow? What if this? Well, you're putting it out there that that's what is going to happen. So it's putting yourself in the good mindset of having that infinite supply. So whatever is needed will be given to you. So again, all of this has to do with a focus on difference of mind shifts and really focusing on your issues that are at hand that are making you unhappy or is cluttering your soul. So it's really trying to work on that as well as giving back to your community. All right, guys, that is it for that reading. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if this resonates with you. We are going to be on to number 2. Okay, before we go on to number 2, I just paused it and I forgot. For Frog, for number 1, you had 2 songs that came up, and that was Be Somebody by Kings of Leon and then Miss New Booty by Bubba Sparks. So 2 quotes that came out from those songs was, if given a chance, I'm gonna be somebody. If for one dance, be somebody. Open the door, it's gonna make you love me. Facing the floor, I'm gonna be somebody. And then the Be the Woman. In this song, this wasn't really a quote in the song, but it's be that woman that's in the song and hypnotize those dumb guys with what you have. And you take advantage of that and you take their money. If they're gonna start to sexualize you and do all that and be like, ooh, be like, yeah, but give me hundreds. So anyways, that is it. So make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Now we're really on to number 2. Okay, number 2. So you had 2 songs that came up, and the first one was Nature Boy, performed by David Bowie, and Ladies and Gentlemen, We Are Floating in Space by Spiritualized. So I'm really excited. Those are 2 really awesome songs, and you got the 36 Lizard. This is about dreaming. And so those 2 songs are so dreamy. It was so bizarre when I was doing this reading where I'm like, are you kidding me? Because wow, they are very dreamy songs. And this reading was crazy. Okay. And I Okay. So our first card is the Chariot in reverse, and that's being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Devil in reverse, and that's being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, and that's being clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So there is something that you need to focus on with the Lizard energy. So that is dreaming and focusing on your dreams, what they're telling you, and look at what's following you, your fears, weaknesses, or future. So there's an imbalance that's happening in your subconscious that you really need to focus on, and your dreams are going to be trying to tell you how to get that. And this imbalance, or I guess this imbalance has been happening for a while. It's been steadily moving. So we need to make sure that we are doing something to unblock that and be able to move forward. Now, I have so many messages going on because we have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Pentacles. And so there's a finance issue that you're needing to really focus on. And so budgeting is something that is really, really important right now. So it's really actually writing down what your halves, like your bills, utility bills, rent, mortgage, that kind of stuff. I actually did this weekend. So it's making sure that you write down everything that you get on a monthly basis, what you're getting as income, and then trying to budget of what, if it's a negative, man, you need to refigure out a budget. So it's time to really grasp in that energy of trying to budget things. Now with the Devil in reverse, this feels like this is selfishness. And with the Devil in reverse, when it is in the upright, I do feel like it is selfishness, but it's in a really negative kind of way. It's very much devil energy. But in the reverse, I feel like it's actually like you need to be selfish. You need to really be focusing on yourself and on what is happening, because you're really not feeling in a foundation. You're not feeling stable. And so it's time to get really, really selfish, listen to your dreams. And I also think with the Lizard too, it's not like physical dreams, like sleeping dreams. This is also dreams and aspirations as well. What do you want your life to be? What are your goals in life? And write them down. Start journaling things, getting into that stable mindset, which this is the instability, or the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and being stubborn of not being able to move out of what your routines are, is going to be a downfall. So it's trying to focus on what are your new routines going to be, and how are you going to fix that in order to shift that mindset, to get a little bit selfish, be a little bit selfish, but at the same time not so selfish that it's compromising yourself, your budget, your finances. And yeah, there's a big finance issue here, and as well as like your physical dream, or not physical, but your dreams, your aspirations. So something where it's like, this is not what I expected, this is not what I want in my life. Well, what do you want? You need to really sit down and ask yourself that. Okay, then we had 13, waxing gibbous 4, will. Number 20, waning gibbous 4, beauty. And then 37, harvest moon, fruition. Okay, and so for will, decisions require action. You are in control of your decisions in life, no one else's. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means that you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over on others. I did not read these. I just kind of bookmarked them. And yeah, that's exactly what I just flippin' said. Okay, then waning gibbous Beauty. Beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. Okay? And then 37, harvest moon, fruition. As seasons turn, there is always a time when the potential of spring beginnings is manifest. The crops grow tall and are ready to harvest, and they have done this from a fallow field into which we have planted seeds. The trees have flowered, and now there's fruit to pick. It is time for the harvest. Okay, so just like that, where it's also seeing what your abundance is as well. Focus on what your abundance is, and then focus on these finances, and then switch that. Okay, then we have imagine. What would you see, feel, think, or hear if your wish came true? So it's a lot of manifestations. Amazonite, which is life purpose, thinking about what your life purpose is. And then Herkimer diamond, this creeped me out, it's dreams. So really focus on those dreams. Skull of flowers creating through the ashes. So this is also what might have ended. What can we create and rebuild again? So it's making sure that there's a shift in what you're changing and what you're doing. And then we have Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. And then you have Damara, guiding children. You're good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So I'm getting a lot of family vibes in that sense, where it's making sure that you aren't selfish in the sense that you are putting your children at risk. So it's making sure that you put them into the equation and getting this budget in mind. So the first quote from the song Nature Boy, the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. And the second quote from Ladies and Gentlemen, We're Floating in Space by Spiritualized is, baby, I love you today. I guess that's what you want. And I don't know where we're all going. Life don't get stranger than this. It is what it is, and I don't know where we're all going to. All right, guys, that is it. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below, tell me if it resonates with you, and we are on to number 3. All right, number 3, what do you need to focus on? You got dolphin in the reverse, and that is number 40. So this is in contrary position. It's forgetting to breathe. You're under some stress and you're messing with your cycles. You need to listen to your body and do breathing exercises. You got 2 songs during this reading. The first one was Crown of Love, Arcade Fire, and then Juicy by the Notorious B.I.G. Okay, so then we got the 6 of Wands in reverse, the 10 of Cups in reverse, and Temperance. Clarifying the 6 of Wands in reverse was 9 of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the 10 of Cups is Strength. And clarifying Temperance is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so with this feels like you have been going through a really emotional thing. I'm getting a breakup. This is it. Like, this feels like a big breakup. This feels like this is maybe being missing someone that was in your life romantically. It feels like you feel like a failure. You feel like you let all of your guards down. You let yourself like open to someone, and it just got shoved in your face that it didn't work out, and you loved this person you thought was it. But you have the strength to move on. You have the strength to move forward, and that's really what you need to focus on. And knowing that you are going to be you're going to be divinely guided by your spirit guides, your guardian angels, the universe. And this is going to be coming pretty quickly. So again, the holidays always brings this around, especially if you aren't recently single, where you're just like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Or you miss someone or something that is like that. And this can be even someone that has passed away. But I'm really getting a breakup in that sense. We have number 4, which is Waxing Crescent 2, and that's acceptance. So this is accepting that what has happened has happened. Things are not going to be the same. Even if this person, if it was someone that you broke up with, even if they were to come back, it's not going to be the same than what it was. And so is accepting that this is over and it's time to move on. You have the strength to do it. We have crystals, focus. And then fire, passion. And then river, movement. So focus, passion, movement. So I feel like the focus, you need to refocus on what your passions are. You are a passionate person, and so finding what makes you happy and things like that, that is what you need to really refocus on, and not this, what happened, what your heart was broken, and it's okay, but you need to make sure that you're focusing on passions that is not related to this. And also with movement. With movement comes change. So you never know who's around the next bend, but you have to move. You have to get out of this energy. And again, it's breathing exercises, getting yourself, when you start to feel in that like way, redirect towards your passions. Go for a walk. Do something to get out of that mindset. Then we have love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. And even if you don't have a good relationship with your parents, this can be somewhat a mentor as well. Then we have divine temple, and that's source. And I have it right here. I wanted to read the first part of it. And its source is one of the most powerful cards in the deck, and has shown up today to remind you that you are deeply connected to the divine source of the universe. This source energy is ever-flowing supply of love, wisdom, healing, abundance, and support in your life. So you have this connection, this source that's in your life, and you have love, and you will love again. It's making sure that you are focused on your own source of that. When you're focusing on that energy, that's what's going to continue to grow and stay. And it's okay to feel it, but you have to let it go. You have to let it leave. And again, refocus on other things like your passion and movement. Then we have winter, the sacredness of pausing. So this is another instance when you start to feel a little bit overwhelmed. It's okay to pause and think about it, but give yourself a little bit and then move on. So, and this is also another thing, a moment in life. This might not be the greatest. You feel like you failed. It feels like you'll never love again. And it feels like that, but that's not true. So it's making sure that you know that this is just a moment in life, that this is a pause, that this is a winter time. Spring will come. It always does. Life is a cycle. Then we have Cordelia. Go outside. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. That's that movement. That's that river. So it's making sure that you are going out. Go for a walk. If you live in Boise, go on the green belt. Make sure you do take precautions and wear a mask, but get yourself outside. Really go outside. Get your body moving. You'll be surprised by how well you'll feel afterwards. Then we have Mat, which is fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. This feels like also that this was something that really broke your heart. That can be a cheating thing. Can be that this person really betrayed you and it just was awful. The thing is karma is always real, and this fairness, it will come. The thing is that issue, and you don't ever want to seek revenge on someone that has hurt you, because the universe will do that for you. Trust and believe. It might take a little bit, but it always will catch up with that person. That's how karma works. So again, it's accepting what has happened, letting go, and that fairness will happen and love will happen to you. Then you have Bast, which is independent. Your independence is a foundation of your strength and success. So this is a welcoming open to being independent, and it's time to be in your oneness right now. And that's going to show you your strength and your success. And it's a really good time to focus on that. All right, before we go, your 2 quotes for the songs. The Crown of Love by Arcade Fire was, they say if it fades, you let it. Love was made to forget it. I carved your name across my eyelids. You pray for rain. I pray for blindness. So that's another thing where I'm like, this has to be a breakup. And then from Juicy, the Notorious B.I.G., you know very well who you are. Don't let them hold you down. Reach for the stars. So never forget that your own goals and that your own oneness, that you will love again, but you need to be on your own strength, and that's what you need to focus on. All right, guys, that is it. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Make sure that you are subscribed to Witch of Boise on YouTube, and check out my website, witchofboise.com. Again, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you soon. Bye.